I'm not going to make more Elden Ring videos because I feel like people are going to watch it and they shouldn't watch it because there's no point in watching it if you don't play the game. But I'm explaining how to start. So the hardest part about Elden Ring is getting started and knowing what to do. So you're in this area, and going to that Siofra River well is a good thing to find out about. But I don't know if you go there first. Like, you can kill the dead people, and if you get to the smoldering church, you're going to find out that you can't get past that. You get stuck fighting a boss. You can just jump over that wall. And so I went to the smoldering church here, and I jumped over the wall and got to Caelid. And I'm already leveled up, so this area is super easy for me. But like, it wasn't easy before. I've already beat the Elden Beast, and so I've already leveled up after beating the Elden Beast. So I'm like super far. I think I leveled up 3 times since I beat the Elden Beast, because he lets you level up like 2.5, and then I just went and got like 30,000 more points real quick. So here I'm just jumping over the wall, and so I wouldn't get stuck there. And then the key is you got to go to these sites of grace and get 3 of them first. And if there's ever a yellow thing, like when you go to the site of grace, click on it, because it might be like talk to Millennia or whatever, or talk to whoever, or talk to miniature Millennia, like whoever. You got to like talk to like your imaginary friend. So eventually you'll get to Celia Under the Stairs, which is where I'm going to right now, and that's how you get to the Cathedral of the Dragon Commune. And like, I just ran through it real quick because it gave me time to talk. Because like a lot of the time, like, you don't have to fight guys. Like this guy's shooting at me. I'm running away from him with a horse, and like those guys, like I could fight them easily now because I'm so powerful, but I spent a lot of time fighting them, and like that's because I don't know where to go. And I think that if you're watching this tutorial, you are cheating if it's your first time, because really, like, you're supposed to have to go fight the Town of Sorcery and get around and find new sites of grace, and then come back here and play it like 3 times before you find out where to go. But because like you might get frustrated, and so here I am going to the top of this tower real quick, which is where you have to like figure out how to get to by killing everything. But you don't always have to kill everything. Sometimes you have to look around a lot, and like it's like, I think they're going to kill me, but I'm going to look around. And like it's not until later in the game that you really use rune arcs. So I didn't explain it. In the beginning of the game, if you use a rune arc, it won't work. Like, you have to actually like activate a rune arc. So you have to go beat like the first two, the Margit the Fell Omen, the first 2 bosses. But you have to level up, and that's why you have to get through the dragon area to get to that area where they're going to battle. And if you're a sorcerer, you can go hang out on top of a cliff and shoot them. Like, it's pretty easy to level up there. And like, you don't level up there later. Here I'm showing the spells I used when I was on the Elden boss. Like, I mainly used the rock sling because I saw that he doesn't like physical damage. You go in here, you have to mix your wondrous physique, and then you have to. This is where you activate the Great Rune. Like, the first time I played Elden Ring, like, I used all my rune arcs before I even activated a Great Rune. So it's very frustrating. So you have to go to the sea. You have to use Sacred Cheer. You have to click on all this stuff and allocate flash charges, or else your flasks are going to be annoying, which I do 9-4. I think it's a reasonable amount, especially if you're going to use your mimic tier for your summoning your spirit ashes, because sometimes you use mimic tier, sometimes you don't. Like, you can decide which one works better. So you have to activate Great Runes is what I'm trying to say. And so don't use your rune arcs right away. The other thing, like, so get to all the sites of grace first. That's what you have to do. Get to 3 so you can get your horse, or else you can't use your horse. And try to figure out which weapon you want if you're good at the game, like, because you kind of know that. Like, I started with the Academy Glitchstone Staff because I knew I could get one if I killed one of those guys that look like that, but at the Academy. And then like start focusing on what you're upgrading. Like, I did the Moonveil for blood, and then I did Frost, because you need different weapons for different purposes. Like, if you're doing like intelligence or whatever, or if you're doing strength, like, you got to figure out, you might want to care about which weapon you're going to find. I didn't use the Rotten Crystal Sword, but I think it would work pretty good for giving Scarlet Rot if you do Faith. But I didn't do any Faith, so I can't do Ezek's Decay this time. So you can type in Somber Smithing Stone 5, Somber Smithing Stone 6, or Smithing Stone 6, You can type in Ghost Glove Work 7, and is that cheating? Yes. Do I care? No, because it took me 77 hours to beat it this time. Last time it was like 200 hours. I'm not doing that again. Like I'm never gonna play the game if I don't like do that. So yeah, that's what you need to know. And also your money, like your gold, you have those coins that you get, and then there's those ones you don't lose. So you feel like you lose all your gold. You don't actually lose all your gold when you die. And that is critical to figure out because you lose all your points you have right then, but you don't lose everything because you still have them like in your inventory. Like scroll down, like you'll see little gold nuggets. All right, so yeah, and so you can cash those in, but like once you're like it depends on how leveled up you are. But once I have like 70,000, generally I'm probably going to end up figuring out how to level up always, or like even 50,000. But like early in the game, you might try to figure out how to level up with 20,000. All right, so you have to level up, and you have to figure out how to use rune arcs, and you don't want to waste all your rune arcs because you can't use them at all until you kill 2 of the hard bosses, which means you got to go level up in Caelid, which means you got to go run through the sorcerer town and stuff like that. All right, so that's that.